Yo, 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 what's Papino? What's Papino? Zeke Black is in the building. Today's a different show. Today is a show that I think a lot of you guys been waiting to hear because there was something on TMZ a couple of weeks ago about the Rainbow Sensation stunting in the club on a DJ, attempting to stunt in the club on a DJ. Well, we have brought the DJ to the platform. The DJ is in the building. To clarify some things. We know that the Rainbow Sensation is attempting to create this thug image again. So he's picking and choosing spots where he can stunt for the camera, and then individuals can go, oh, even though he's tough and he's not scared. We're not fooled by the buffoonery, so we have brought an individual that he studied on, but he knew it was a premeditated stunt by the Rainbow Sensation. Now, what I'm gonna say is, I seen a live that 6ix9ine made a couple of days ago talking about his image and what he's trying to do with his image. But what I'm gonna say is that he's definitely a clout chaser, and he's clout chasing. And what he's gonna do is he's gonna go to these places and he's gonna front. Now, I would love to tell this story, but I have the individual here, Big Dice. If you want to pull up, you can pull up, Dice. Big Dice is in the building. If you want to pull up, you can ask him some questions too, bro. He's definitely in the building. He's in the building. Definitely Zeke Black's in the building. Feed the Wolves is in the building. Just, you know what I'm saying? I know, you know what I'm saying? I was going to do the B&B joint, but I think this is more important because it brings clarity about principles, morals, and standards. And you don't have to be a street individual to live by these rules. Because we've created this image that you got to be from the block to live by these rules and standards, because these are what people are putting out there. The information that's being put out there by some of these media outlets that says the only people who live by these standards and rules is people that's off the porch. Well, that's not true. That's not true. And just to give you some clarity, man, sometimes you have to lose something to prove your point. Now, the part was Papino. The part that's wicked about this is that the DJ Lucasdirty, he stood with his morals, his principles. Daquan was popping. He's not from the block. There's nothing wrong with not being from the block. And what happened? They stunted on him. He used him as a clout move, 6ix9ine. They didn't big him up. They didn't really show who the DJ was. They tried to keep him in the stash, right? But there's some things. So now we got the DJ on the platform. He's done a couple of other interviews. He's from Dubai. Not Dubai, he's from England. Actually from Africa. But through England to Dubai. Shout out to my man Ambush, who made this interview happen. You'll probably seen Ambush on the Real Housewives of Dubai. But I know Ambush for over 20 years. We come from the dirty corners of Larkin Orange and Albany, New York. We always on the block together, the Eleanor situation. Back in the late 90s. You know what I'm saying? So definitely shout out to my man Ambush with the plug, the blazer. Back to the story. This is something real. Yo, D, if you want to pull up, y'all can pull up and ask the man questions. He's here. He's in the building. We don't, you know what I'm saying? We don't do with speculation. We don't deal with dedication. We don't deal with all that other foolishness. But we're in the building. I'm gonna let him speak for himself. We're gonna, you know what I'm saying? We allow him to speak for himself. I got him on the phone, and we're gonna make this thing happen. Now, this is DJ Lucasdirty. He calls in from Dubai. Clarity. He's giving us clarity. It's giving us clarity. Now he's in the building. He's talking about the 6ix9ine situation with the chain and all the shit that happened with Six. You know what I'm saying? I'm bringing him up. Everything Glico, Rock Easy. Everything Glico. This is him right here, party people. It's my man right here.
Yeah, we're here. Live and direct.
Live and direct.
Let me ask something. Am I talking to New York right now? Or am I just talking to the United States?
You're talking to a lot in New York. There's a lot of New York in the building right now. Dig.
Okay, that's nice to hear. And am I talking to the streets right now?
Yes, you're talking to the streets.
That's where I want to be. That's exactly where I want to be. New York, street people apply pressure. You let me know what you want to talk about. Apply the pressure. Like if you want the truth, if you want the real, I'm happy to talk about whatever. We apply the pressure. Test me, see if I bend and break. Like, let's talk.
Yes. I'm trying to get them in the building, man. Yo, Dice, Big Dice. Hold on. You get Dice up in here, man. Now I know. Now question. This the thing with the thing with his chain, right? Chain situation. He tried to make it look like dudes tried to take his chain like rob him or some crazy. They snatched his chain. Did somebody snatch it or did it fall on the floor?
Listen, I don't know what happened with any other guys, but me personally, I'm not owning the DJ booth.
Yeah.
When the altercation happened, I pulled something. It came off easy and dropped to the floor. I had no ambitions in chasing chains. My ambitions were, at that point, kind of defending myself and just working to get to him kind of situation. But the whole chain situation, see, this is why you have to be careful with people like this, because, see, already this guy is trying to talk about his chain and make out as if this was a chain issue. This is not a chain issue. You don't come to Dubai and get robbed. This is the safest place on earth. But if he takes it down the narrative of, we're all putting attention on his chain, right? We need to be talking about the music never got played because we stand for something. So he's tried to lead us down the path where we talk about jewelry, because he doesn't want to lead us down the path where we won't play his music. Because if we continue to talk about that, then he looks stupid. Also, so it's not even about a chain, it's not about the jewelry fell on the floor, jewelry got tested, jewelry's fake. We don't need to talk about
fake
that.
shots.
What we should be doing is pushing the message about something, how we don't condone other things. And Ziki, I appreciate the intro. Me and you haven't known each other too long, but I appreciate your time already.
Yeah.
We got on the phone, we connected, and I think we hit it up immediately. Yeah. There's a few little intricate details that you may have got incorrect. No fault of your own, just we're learning each other.
Yeah.
But like, you're correct. I'm not a street guy, but at the same time, I'm from
Yeah.
from there,
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't want to be in the streets. I had my OGs clear a path for me so I could walk and clean it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I could walk and clean a stretch. I don't need to do what they did.
Yeah.
There's a reason that people put their neck on the line and go out there and do certain things.
Yes.
There's a reason that family members, there's a reason why parents, there's a reason why certain people do certain things. If I'm talking to the streets right now, they already know. You're doing this. This is a means to an end to improve for the next generation, to improve for your younger brother, your younger cousins.
Yes.
It's to lead somewhere. That life is to lead somewhere. Luckily enough for me, I'm the one that gets to live the easier life because of what's been done above me. So whether I'm from that, irrelevant, but
you've been around. Yes.
Rules and under those
Yes.
rules and under those laws.
Yes.
Whether I'm a tough guy or not, I'm still not a square. I understand how these things work. I understand. That's what I'm.
No, we get it. Yeah, no, we definitely get a clear understanding. Definitely, because I think. So what happens is that it's like I like this conversation we're having because it's like you see how 6ix9ine tried to flip the narrative, like you said, to a chain. Because you was like, nah, I don't want to be on the flyer. I'm not playing his music. So he knew before he walked in that club, most likely he wasn't playing this song.
And don't get it twisted, he's not performing, he's just partying in the club. So I don't even know he's there. If I get to the venue and I know he's performing, I'm not even going inside the venue.
That's real. That's
to be partying there.
Yeah. That's real. So he just jumps up in there that he feels that, I guess, because he's in the spot that you posted. Oh, 6ix9ine's in the building and start playing his music. You know what I'm saying? It's weird, man. And but with him, everything's him. He's a cloud chaser. So him even going to the DJ booth causing a ruckus gets him streams or get people to react to his foolishness. TMZ took it and it went to another zone. But it's funny because they never really took the chance to actually speak to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
they took my name off. They took my name off. So let's put it this way, right? I'll just let you know. I was playing that night, and trust me when I say the streets were in the building. It was a UK artist by the name of Russ Millions, a drill artist. So I know the drillers are in the building. I know London's in the building. I know all of my UK people are in the building. I know my job. I know my crap. I know the streets are in the building. So I'm not gonna play that because that could cause more of a ruckus than what happened. I know my clientele who's there, so I jumped on. I came with heat straight away. I came with all the stuff that I know everybody wants to hear. I declined by management to play Daniel's music. Then the altercation happened. Then I jumped on the mic afterwards and let people know what we're messing with and what we're not. I rocked out for 45 minutes after. That's it.
Yo, you know what's crazy is that's wild. You said that. So drill music is big. Not changing the subject in Dubai.
Let's go everywhere, Leaky. I'm ready.
So you said the drill. So there's those drill artists that you was just speaking about. They're big, like in Europe, like in that whole Mediterranean.
Yeah, let's put it this way. America, listen. If I get this incorrect, don't beat me up. But this is just my opinion and my thoughts and the way that I'm seeing things. I believe that drill music started in Chicago. I might be incorrect, but I believe drill music started in Chicago. And I believe that the drill music we know to date. Okay, so let's say drilling is from Chicago, but drill music in the UK. Now, the subject matter we could say is from Chicago, but the sound and the direction it went is London.
Oh, got you.
So the New York drill you're hearing is inspired by UK drill, and I have to say UK. I can't say London. I'm not from London. I'm from Birmingham.
Yes.
You guys have Birmingham, Alabama. We have Birmingham.
Yes. Oh, so
because of the accent, I'm from Birmingham.
So check your question. So every area is different. Gotcha. The UK, gotcha. So that's your called the UK. So when people say London, but every area is different. Like we have the 5 boroughs: Manhattan, Queens, Bronx. They got Birmingham, London, and every area is different. Yes. Manchester.
Listen. This is why it's nice to talk to you, because so we got different cities in the UK.
Yeah.
I know some of you guys will know this, but there's different cities in the UK, and so like London is like New York. You can see the history of how them two come together. You got like Birmingham, which might be like, I don't know. Let's think of somewhere rhyming, man. Like I don't even know like what we live. I'd say somewhere. Let's say Texas, and then you've got like Manchester, which could be like Washington. And
got you.
Like, different cities within the UK.
Yeah.
And a lot of these cities, every city, the same as the UK. Every city has its nice parts. Every city has its hoods. Every city has fancy shit. Every city has grimy shit.
So you as a DJ, who in America, what American artist is like top tier to you? Like when you get on the 1 and 2s, when you in the club, when it comes to a United States of America artist.
There's out in the States. You know, you guys.
Big J's in the building.
Where else? If you talking,
Yo.
Hold on. That's why I asked you some questions. I got yo, Dace. What's with the accent, Dace? That's the DJ from the club.
Wow. That's crazy. Ziggy Black.
Accent, man.
Ziggy Black, he won, man. I can't even say it. He got me captivated too, man. Ziggy Black for president, man. Stop
Hold
that
on a
shit.
second, Dace. Hold on. To your top tier artists.
I'm fucking with straight off the bat, ESTG. Yo, I can't play a set without playing Dolphin.
Wow. Memphis. Building. Wow.
I like that new Busting, that new young boy, Ricky, Busting Ricky or whatever his name is. My little brother put me onto him. I like that.
That's your Dace.
I'm lost.
I'm driving home to town straight.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
Wow.
They spinning out there in line. I know that's right. Salute to the guy. Salute to the guy.
Yep, he's in Dubai. He's in Dubai.
Wow. Salute. Wow.
He in Dubai right now. That's DJ from the 6ix9ine situation.
Yeah.
He said that the DJ and stuff about not paying his record. That's the DJ.
Wow. Yeah.
What you want to ask him? Because you know what I'm saying, that's a little situation, so you know, he didn't want to play the record, but 6ix9ine put him about the chain when his whole thing was, I'm not playing your music. You know what I'm saying? Because it's, you know what I'm saying, for what he stands on. No principles and morals, man.
And you know what? And I gotta salute out to him because a lot of people don't understand this shit, man. When you got a certain upbringing and a certain lineage that been passed down to you, you're not gonna break that for nobody. So I gotta understand what he's saying, man. You dig what I'm saying? Because number one, like personally, me being from Brooklyn, I know Shotty and all of them. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I personally say, quote unquote, even though they throw the blame at Daniel, I don't call him 6ix9ine, I call him Daniel. They should have never had him around that shit. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Simple and plain. Everybody know he was the bag, and he thought, quote unquote, see, what people get messed up today is that money and certain situations they get around, they think all of a sudden they infused with the realness. Nah, you got to go through a lot of classes to step outside with gangsters. You hear what I'm saying? And they should have kept him as far, in my opinion, they should have kept him as far as just entertainment. He shouldn't have been around no culture. He shouldn't have been around no involvement with no getting money. This what it is. You a rapper, and you in the goddamn studio, and that's that. But see, when you got people that's seeing people, like with us, when we came up, we wanted to be tough. We had to go through getting beat up and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? And find out who we were. But then again, we had real gangsters when we was coming up. So you just couldn't beat down. Just like with D-Sep, like I know people like the gang shit, I don't try to throw that on nobody. And I got certain reasons why I went the way I went. But let me explain something to you. Like with that D-Sep shit, like if you couldn't fight, like literally, if you couldn't fight, fuck the knives and guns and all that. If you couldn't fight, there was no need. And if your name wasn't stamped everywhere, you couldn't be down, my nigga. You just couldn't say, you couldn't just be like, yo, that's my man. That shit happened with me. My man Ja, you know what I'm saying? Even though Rum was my man Ja from Jackie Robinson, I started hanging out in Jackie Robinson. You dig what I'm saying? And then my man Big, shout out to my man Big. That nigga Big said, I don't care how big he is. I want to see what he is. That nigga punched me dead in my motherfucking mouth, man.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Even though my name was known in the street, he wanted to see what I was going to do because I was in Jackie Robinson around then.
Yeah.
You understand? But them tests was never put on Daniel. Daniel was running around with dudes that was animals. And then when they set it off, he comes out in the background with a little kick or something. Like, nah, he shouldn't have been around that shit, man. He should have been around that shit.
And it's crazy because
I'm talking to the source right now. I'm talking right. I'm in the voice stand right now.
Yeah.
I'm sitting with the wolves. I'm very aware. I'm sitting with the wolves right now.
Yeah.
So I like when you're talking. I'm trying to. My connection is, but I'm hearing most of the stuff.
Yes.
And even if I can't hear it, I feel the energy. Like guys, I hear everything you're saying now.
Yeah. They just a little louder, man. Bass in that voice. You know what I'm saying? But
connection. You got the bass correct.
Yeah, yes, my man from Brooklyn, man. Because because a lot of times, man, even in the Rainbow Sensation situation, they had him around things that he shouldn't have even been around. He should have just been a rapper, and that's it.
He was around.
Yeah.
He was around. He's responsible.
Yeah.
He's tell
Yeah,
you what
yeah.
move with some big people.
Yeah.
You think, okay, we'll go Cheesecake Factory, we'll go P.F. Chang's. When you want to go there, I'll go there. I'm responsible for me.
Yes.
If I want to get involved in that stuff, I can get involved, but I'm not cut out for that.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's
a fact.
That's real.
That's a fact.
That's real.
When you feel like if you go over there, then handle it. If not, if you can't hold three, then go with less. If you can't handle all of that, then do less.
That's right.
There's
consequences, though.
If you can only
Consequences, right.
Let's just be very transparent. If you can only handle a year to 2 years, do something that's less risky. You're built for shit. Keep moving.
You're
That's
right.
how I see it.
Because you know what's crazy, man.
Responsible, not the streets. When you think you were going to come into the streets and everyone was going to go like, oh, they fucked my girl. Wait, whether they fuck your girl, you're in the streets.
And that's a fact.
Like these rules, if you don't know the rules, don't play the game.
And you know what? I'm glad he just said that, not trying to cut him off, because from when I watched the interview, he was saying the reason why he did this and the reason why he did that, because niggas was trying to kill him and niggas fucked his girl. I'm not advocating no beef or anything to anybody on this platform, but let me tell you something from my era and my bloodline. So what? Either you're gonna tear the nigga ass up or handle it how you handle it, which you don't involve no police or no shit like that. So what? Like real rap. So what? Like if you're really supposed to be gangster, you talking that super thug shit and you run around with that bullshit, like make it work, nigga. Or sit your ass down, man. It's a bunch of niggas that girls got taken in Brooklyn, my nigga. It's a bunch of niggas broads that got around them real niggas, and then unfortunately them broads was gone.
Yeah.
I grew up like that. It's a bunch of niggas that broads got took, my nigga. My broad, I was in Boys and Girls High School talking to a girl named Salika Rose Williams. She left me for an ugly nigga named Shane that didn't have no teeth. That's a fact.
Look at you, Dice. What can you do?
She ain't had no teeth. You know what I did? You know what I did, Z? I went home and cried.
Oh, cried. Yeah.
I love this chick so much. I went to Atlantic City with my mothers and them and bought her a $15 dress. But that nigga Shane, he was a goon. He ain't had no teeth. He was drinking Old English. He had dropped out of school, and he left. She left.
Yeah.
Then they see me 10, 15 years later, and he's looking like, oh man. And I'm looking like, oh man. So God works in mysterious ways. You heard me?
Yeah. I think it's good that we had these conversations, because a lot of times people don't get it. You know what I'm saying? And I salute him on. That's just like that. That he was very honorable. That was dope. Yo, I'm not playing your shit because what I stand on.
That's
and
a fact.
It's weird because
principles. If somebody else wants to play it, I'll step up booth and you play it. That's no problem. Like, don't get me twisted, right? Yeah, there's probably a few snitches that get through. There's probably a few artists. We don't name the artists. We don't like that and not. And it's not a case of who's built like what, because it is entertainment. You've got certain rappers in my what's the wrestling? WWF, WWE. There's some rappers that are wrestlers. They look big and strong. They do the whole game, and then they go home, and they're not really fighting. It's all pretend. But the manner in which these guys again, what he did to people's lives, bro. This guy, he might as well be a Clinton, because he's put more black people in jail than anyone I know, and that ain't right. To our culture, and I respectfully, I say our culture.
Good point. Yeah, that's a good point, Dice.
Great point.
I know my history. I know that I still count myself as hip hop culture, even though I do know where the source is, where the core of it is. So if you allow me to be in your culture, I'm in your culture. I understand.
That's a fact.
Guys.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Hell yeah. Fact.
Hip hop comes from. But for him to come in the way he came in and what he did to people, because you have to think, listen, we can talk street shit as much as we like, but what about how, I don't know how many people went to jail, but what about their sons? What about their daughters? What about the mother, not baby moms? What about the mother of their children? Where do they stand?
Facts.
Like,
That's a fact.
really lives. Where does that? It has an onset. It goes down again. These guys, they're a lot to. I don't know. Maybe they're built for that. Maybe they're built to be there that can hold it down. But how about the poor families that have to hold it down? That's a different situation. That's something that's close to my heart because I've been there.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Facts. You know what's funny? Is that me and Dice, we have these conversations, right? And it's dope because he said about hip hop culture. People don't understand what hip hop culture really is. They think it's what the media put out there. Hip hop culture was created in the ghettos,
In the
ghettos
street.
of New York City, and it's a culture thing. It's a culture where most of us grew up doing the same things as poor kids. Poor
That's a
kids
fact.
trying to find a way to survive, and we did it through music, arts, robberies, boosting, and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
All this is part of hip hop. All this is, there wasn't hip hop on it. It was just a culture of poor kids
That's a fact.
that wasn't doing what Nicky Barnes was doing. It wasn't doing what the Black Panther was doing.
That's right.
We was doing what we wanted to do. And in our liberation, because we had to be grown men as young adults, we had to make grown decisions. Now, for somebody to say that you're not hip hop, they're totally wrong. Because hip hop is a culture thing, and hip hop is worldwide.
And that's from your soul. That's from your soul, man. That don't have nothing to do about where you at.
What you just said, like I was on hip hop from very early. Like I was the only one that was listening to it from back in the day. We can talk about projects that really touched me, but I had hip hop to myself over here in where I'm from for a while. I had it to myself. And then he started giving out pieces, and then before you know it, everybody's into hip hop. Celebrates it.
Yes.
But still, there's always that love. So I don't want to come on this platform with you two guys who are nowhere from. I know what you're about. I don't want to come on here talking like we're from the same place, even though we do share.
Yo, let me explain something to you though, my guy. We are from the same place.
Yeah,
we are from the same place. You know why? You know why we from the same place?
You're from the source, you know. I don't want to pretend like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm trying to get across.
I'll give you a good example. When we was younger, right? A lot of the DJs that was DJing in the parks was Indians, was the Jamaicans.
That's
they
right.
was the ones with the big speakers in the park, and they was playing
DJ Cool Herc. That's right.
Before they started.
System culture.
Yes, the culture. Even before Cool Herc. If you went to a block party in Flatbush, it was a bunch of Jamaicans. You know what I'm saying? He was talking about in their conversations, because most of us got West Indian descent. Most of our family spoke about England, Africa, because they come from, where their culture come from. So again, a lot of our parents wasn't digging us into hip hop. Just like we had to hide that shit, we had to hide that shit.
That's right.
We played while Kim in the house. Grandma didn't hear that shit. She still want to listen to Shalimar and all that shit.
Nancy Wilson and all that. Yeah.
We had to wait till we had to sneak hip hop in too. So you understand what I'm saying? It's just that people, they don't be very well versed with their hip hop.
I got educated. I got educated through that. My pops came out of the camp. The first thing we did was sit me down and walk through step by step, Ready to Die. The two first albums I got, Biggie, Ready to Die. He set me through.
Right.
By line, pause, play, pause. You know what this means? You know what this means? Who you want with it? I wet who you want with it.
Wow.
Do you know what that means? Do you know what this means?
Yo, that's deep.
That's his soul, man. And where you come from, like, think about what I'm saying. Not mean to cut you off. You in Dubai, so I gotta salute you. And that's Arabic Islam. So of course, I can imagine how you get shunned out.
He's from the UK.
Oh God! So I can imagine how he was shunned out because he was in the rap music. So you are us, man. You are us. If you're a DJ too, you are us, man. That shit is from the soul. Hip hop is coming from your heart. That's like when you wake up and say 1, 2, 3, and 3, 2, 1. I just praise God. I just seen the sun. That ain't that's from your heart, man. Yeah, that's from your heart.
That's dope. His father sat down breaking down these lyrics. It's crazy
right.
because a lot of those lyrics, we live in these 5 boroughs. Like certain things that Biggie was putting his raps. There was a generation of us, not all of us, but
yo, let me ask y'all something. You remember the song by Biggie Smalls when he said, I got a story to tell?
Yeah.
You know he was talking about Anthony Mason, right?
Oh, what? I never knew that.
Yo, listen to me. Let me tell y'all some real shit. He was, Big and Anthony Mason had beef over Anthony Mason baby mother. This is a fact. This is a fact. He said, when I'm in his ass while he play against the Utah Jazz, my 112 CD blast. She came first, I came last. He was talking about Anthony Mason, man. Everybody thought it was John Starks and Allen Houston. No, it was Anthony Mason. And that's real street shit. You got connected. That's real street shit.
Wow. Yo, Anthony.
Educated me from somebody that's from the city.
Yes.
Is big a street guy.
Yeah. Yeah, he was outside.
Is he?
Yeah, he was outside.
He was outside. It's just that way he's from.
So educate me.
It's just that way he's. Oh.
I was outside, but I'm not. There's a certain line where I'm like, these boys are crazy. Let's go home. You know when it turns dark, we can go home. Them boys can carry on. So what? So he's when you say, I know he was outside. I know where he's from. Was he putting in work like that?
Yeah, he's on the block. He was on $1 million block. And to be honest with you, to be like I always say on my shows, to be a Brooklyn cat because most Brooklyn cats that you see of our color, they in jail for murder and robbery or assault. So to see that there's a group of African Americans
we still here
not getting money was just that alone says a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? That says that there was a lot of work put in for things that have to do to get this money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And the block he was on, because Biggie Smalls is from Clinton Hills. Clinton Hills is a beautiful part of
St. James and Fulton.
When you go down the block, exactly, then you're in the Sty and all that.
That's right.
The Sty back then was rough. You had some rough crews out there. You had the Mayos. You had some Mutts families.
Shout out to B.O. Shout out to the Mayos.
Families out there. And Biggie was outside with them. Like he was really on the blocks. He was one of, you know what I'm saying? I could say he was if he was in the street. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about the shootings of the bodies, but
rest in peace, G baby. Rest in peace, G baby.
Yeah, G baby.
We don't talk about that stuff.
Yeah.
That's why we're here right now.
Mm-hmm. He was. It's just that hip hop was a door for him. It got him out. It got like hip hop really did save a lot of dudes' lives that had talent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, like if y'all watch the story, like y'all know I went to school with Big. Big was my man. You dig what I'm saying? I ain't talking about boys and girls. We went to Vanguard on Fulton. It was we both got kicked out of school. I got kicked out of a bunch of schools for fighting. Big got kicked out of school for the same thing. So make a long story short.
Yeah, Biggie went to he froze up a little bit.
Yeah, he went to Vanguard because I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened. When Big was going to Vanguard, it was me. It was a teacher by the principal name was Miss McVeigh. You understand what I'm saying to you? And she told Big when he came to school, because he used to come to school late, and she was like, yo, the next time you come in here late, it's no need for you to come. That nigga Big just looked around. If I'm lying, and my mother get pushed out of heaven, Big just looked around like this. He was like, yo, you know what? I don't even give a fuck about this shit because I'm about to be the best rapper in the world, and walked out the building. This is a true fact. I remember back in the days when Big, it was no such thing as big and tall, so big shirts used to come up to here. Like you see how my arm is? Like you see how my arm is? This how big shirts used to come up. It was arms and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he walked out, and then about 3 weeks later, Parties and Bullshit was on the radio, and it was on the Who's the Man soundtrack, the movie.
Bingo. Yep. Remember that?
3 weeks later.
That's
I was a terror from the public school era. Bathroom classes, cutting classes, busting asses. Smoking blunts was a daily routine since 13. A chubby nigga on the scene. Big. Brooklyn. And then when we had the barbershop on Utica and Sterling, when you hear me talk about my man M, God bless the dead, Big came to the barbershop. It wasn't like he was scared to be in the hood. I'm on Utica and Sterling. He came to the barbershop, signed about 100 autographs. He signed a picture for me and put it in the barbershop. He had a blue Kango on, a blue Champion sweater. He had a blue a Rolex chain on. Had a blue face Rolex on his arm, and he said, "Much love to the only nigga that might have burned me," and put a smiley face. And I never forget Big telling me this. He said, "I heard y'all niggas over here getting money. We got piano keys, baby. Just talk to me. Just talk to me." I never seen Big again.
Wow. Yeah. He made
Guys, you sound like a historian, man. You was really there.
Oh yeah, we just made. Oh, matter of fact, shout out to St. Laz. We just made World Star with my RoboCop story, baby. Yo, Zeke Black, we just made World Star last night, baby.
Huh?
You know that's all right. When you go to St. Laz, pull up my story with RoboCop, my man Sean.
I got you.
World Star just snatched that last night. World Star snatched it, baby. World Star snatched it. It's flying right now.
Got you. I don't know.
This ain't nothing with God why I'm here. That's why when I get on this platform and I tell people this, y'all looking at one of the realest that ever did it and got away with it. You heard me?
Yes, facts.
But if you ain't got God in your house, if you ain't got God in your life,
everything Glico, the dark side, you heard? Everything
Glico. Shout out to 050 Harlem Legend Team. Everything Glico. Shout out to El Campo for president. You heard me?
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to Shine. You know, everything. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you something while we're talking legendary shit right now. Guys, give me, because I know you've been there. If you're talking like this, I know. Give me your most legendary story. You from the tunnel. Did you go to the tunnel?
I dare you insult me with such a foolish question, my man. I was in the tunnel tonight, quote unquote. Rakim and Nas was supposed to be there, and Rakim was supposed to shoot the fair one with Eric B.
Yeah.
The whole
That's
shit
going
down.
through they issues. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
No, excuse me, I'm bugging. When Cool G Rap was supposed to shoot the fair one with Eric B, they shut the whole tunnel down that night. Yeah, I was in the tunnel. $5 kamikaze, 2 floors, 1 floor Jamaican, 1 floor hip hop. Yeah, I was there. It's 100 stories, my nigga. But the best stories I got, tell you the truth, is Utica Avenue. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
Yeah.
It ain't just because that's where I'm from. Yo, let me tell you something. Utica Avenue was overlooked for so long. You always hear about Franklin Avenue, FAP, NA Rock, and all that. You dig what I'm saying? But let me tell y'all something. St. John's, that whole strip from Utica Avenue, straight from Atlantic Avenue down to Empire, legendary. Low life from St. John's and Utica, bro. All this polo everybody wearing now, shout out to my nigga Ralph Lowe. Shout out to my nigga Rack Lowe.
Yeah, Rack Lowe.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to my man. Shout out to the low life.
Shout out to my nigga Thurston Howard III. He just got the movie deal. Look out for the low life movie. It's coming. We come from nothing, man, but we always came from morals and principles. And a lot of people today just brush that shit under the rug, my nigga. You dig what I'm saying? Like, they got this new saying today in the streets that really gets on my fucking nerves. Forgive me for my language, because I try to watch my language. But they got this new thing in the street talking about, nah, but he ain't tell on me. But he told, my nigga. I don't care if he didn't tell on me. I don't care if he told on the enemy, my nigga. He told.
Yeah.
And it's a new day today, my nigga. That's why I say the new hustle for a goon is a job.
That's not for us to do. That's other people have been employed to go find out that information while you're doing someone else's job.
That's right. Let the police do their job, man.
And the craziest thing is, from outside looking in, America, the government, they throw crazy numbers. You call it football numbers, right?
Yeah.
They throw some crazy numbers. So I'm sure he was under pressure, but I mean,
to come with the game, man. It's come with Sarah for.
And he's come out and forever. If he would have held it down as a regular guy and done what he had to do and come out the other side, he would have been lit forever. He would have been a legend forever. Because people just turned to him and tried to kind of like him because he was entertaining. He was.
Look at Bobby Smurder. Everybody talking about Bobby Smurder. Everybody talking about Bobby Smurder because of the way he's dancing and all that. But let's not forget, he did that time and stood up.
He stood up. Bobby
he came home. Man. Shout out to Bobby Smurder and Roddy Rebel.
Yeah.
That was real. He stood up, bro.
They can talk all that funny shit about what they think about that man.
Look at opportunity. I'll tell you what happens, right? He does a song on this block, Hot Nigga. It was a regular video, a bunch of niggas outside, they drinking, they smoking. It's a great idea. They're not thinking they're gonna get a record deal from this shit. They're not gonna blow up. It's just a yo, let's make a video. The video goes viral and they blow. So now this song that they make a song off of, they mention some situations about, you know, whatever, shouting this out, this what happened, that what happened. But all in all, the video is just made. Like, yo, let's make a video. That part of Brooklyn is a war zone, but before their generation.
That's a fact.
Generation.
They was born into that.
They was born into that. And honestly speaking, they
the 50s, the 40s,
their kids,
20s, they was born into that.
Because before that, it was like the Jamaican wars between the countries and the politics in Jamaica. Yo, listen. There was Jamaicans fighting in America over shit that was happening in politics in Jamaica.
Shower pots.
That died in America.
We're talking 60s, 70s.
Nah, 80s.
No, we're talking like the 80s and 90s, man. We're talking 91, 92, 93, 94, 95,
yeah,
90,
Jamaicans was
97.
killing. They was going to war in America about politics in Jamaica.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Because crews from Jamaica that had beef in Jamaica, see, Brooklyn is the largest city in the world, but it's small when it comes to getting this money. You dig what I'm saying? And then there's certain areas that migrate to certain places, like in Coney Island, you'll see more of the Russians. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the Russians, a lot of the, you know, the high wealthy Italians and when you come to Crime Heights, you're gonna see a lot of blacks.
Yes.
Blacks, you're gonna see a lot of Haitians, Jamaicans, you know what I'm saying?
Trinities.
When you go down to the side, you see a bunch of Americans. So it's like sections that set off. But Brooklyn stand together as the Jamaicans came through. You know, they bring a lot of politics like from Jamaica as far as Junglist and Rima Dog. People fail to realize that was the original Blood and Crips in Jamaica. Junglist, Rima Dog.
What's good?
So when they come into America, now they get money.
Yeah.
So am I? Because this is the comment that I'll be receiving the most, like all the people in the comments, like, from people that are whatever. Is it? First of all, people say, "Oh, if he was facing 20 years, he'd do the same." I would not do the same. Do you know why I wouldn't do the same? Because I wouldn't be facing 20 years
if I wouldn't have got involved.
Yeah.
So that's one. Two. This is street shit. Keep your nose out of it. Like you didn't need to do anything or say anything.
Yes.
I'm asking you guys to give me the feedback as from where you're from and what you guys are about. The biggest to ever get away with it. Like, let me know. You let me know.
He
I was out of line. You let me know.
Nah, because you know what? Everybody else that was actually committing crimes, and they caught like 10 years, some caught 15 years, and for the most violent 25, you know. But him, he probably got at most a dime.
A dime.
Not even a dime.
Like
Not
6 years.
He would have got like 8 years for that. Because he did nothing. He was doing nothing physically. He was just running his mouth. So if the people that was doing something, even after them copping out getting 15 years, he wasn't doing no time. He told out of pure bitterness. They kidnapped him. They beat him in the head. They had sex with this girl. So his revenge was, I'm going to rat on you niggas. I'm telling on you.
That's right.
And that's all it was in his heart. It was mad.
And the money he got?
I give you a good case. A kid named Kevin I know. Shout out. Some homies deaded him on an alleged gun, a platinum, right? Lucky gets caught for a double homicide. He snatched him up. No, he snatched him up for robbery. He tells them about a double homicide. Yo, I know about some dudes that caught the double homicide. He only said that because they deaded him on a gun, bro. But then Lucky wind up getting caught in his lie and getting the rest of his life in jail. So don't say now. Lucky was outside busting guns, robbing. But who'd have thought that these niggas you felt dead as you on a gun, and instead of you going to war with them niggas, you took an opportunity to tell on them. You know what I'm saying about some shit he didn't even do. So about 6'9". That's why I tell niggas when you violate niggas a certain way and they don't seek revenge, and you're in the street. You're looking for that one situation. That's why he told.
Is this any of my business?
Yeah. Yeah, because we could be.
Keep my nose out of.
Nah, you good. Nah. What you did was the right thing. Sometimes we have to give people reality. What's happening is people have become fans of individuals. What you did was you showed people that, yo, listen, what you did ain't right. I can't call somebody. I can't sit around my peoples and go, yo, that rap bastard. But I get around somebody who done told them, somebody, yo, let me play your record. Yo, come here, let me shout you out 80 times. Nah, you did the right thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's where people, because we began to allow other platforms or people to say all this craziness about that there's a difference in the talent game. There's no fucking difference. When
That's a fact.
If me and you stole some G.I. Joes and I get caught, I don't go, yo, this is what, you know what I'm saying? Come out.
Right.
They got us.
Where's the honor in that? Even if we take away the law, if we take away the government, if we take away, where is the honor as a man?
Exactly.
Take away any side you're on, whoever you roll with, where is the honor in that?
Exactly.
And that's why there's such a distaste when people have really got morals and principles. They know, like, that's not honorable. That's not integral. That's not right.
Yeah.
Like, it's not right. I can't live with it. I can't listen to that.
But I want to ask you a question. Why have you lost? Why have you lost since that situation? Have you been like blackballed or yo, because you don't play his music?
I'll be real with you. I can't say. Okay, let me just say this. Previous to this, years before, I was kind of in a blackball situation anyway because I was playing too much hip hop and they're saying I go too hard. So I believe, I might be incorrect, but I really believe I've formed and I've shaped this city towards more hip hop street shit. Like the clubs now, before it used to be a little bit more, let's call it world music.
Worldly music, yes. Yeah, I like that. Yes, world music.
I mean, you know them pop songs?
Yeah, pop, yes.
But me and someone came over and I was in like an underground club and really banging, like real hard, like the music we should be listening to in the clubs. But the good thing here is in the UK, when I DJ, we can't play street shit because it ends up in a situation. So we have to play for the girls. Here, we can play street shit because it's so safe throughout the city that you can enjoy the hardest shit, and there's going to be no violence at the end of the night. So it's a nice setup. But what have I lost? I can't even. I mean, a couple bookings.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, let's just say that. Well,
But there's a consequence. Crazy.
We've been in those positions. So
yes. So it's now. This is deep. Us hearing this in America about hip hop being played across seas, how certain places they ban you or they take away from you because you play too much. You're playing too much hip hop. That's see. This is the things that we don't hear. That we don't even know. So it's like, wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. So if you play let's say what's considered like sleazy gang. You play sleazy gang in the club in England, that might lead to or the UK, that might lead to you know what I'm saying?
The UK is as real as the States. Firstly, you have to remember, if you're hearing stories of the UK, of what's coming out in the UK, and you hear stories occasionally, you have to think,
oh, I hear they get busy over there, my guy. I hear it's kind of violent over there too.
To the UK compared to the States.
Nowadays,
they put in work over there. They really put in work over there, and we all align with each other. That's what we have to remember. We align with each other.
Yeah,
I hear it's kind of crazy over there, though, bro.
Like it's not. There's people there. It's shit. So we can't. We have to remember that we're cousins, man. We're however we ended up here. We're cousins. We're all related in somehow. We're all for the same cause. We all have the same interests. You know, we're all mixed with Jamaican, we're all mixed with African, we're all mixed with Irish, we're all mixed with some type of.
That's a fact.
It's like we're all the same people, man. So we have to. We get to do stuff like that now because we see like collaborations happening in each of the sounds and cultures. But yeah, we're of the same people.
That's you know it's deep because I know when I was up north, right? A lot of Jamaicans that I was up north, they had an option to go to Jamaica, Canada, or England. Those are some of the options they had when they were because a lot of them had to go through immigration when they couldn't have felonies here. There's a lot that they sent to the UK, like Slick Wick. Remember, Slick Wick was going through a UK situation. He was going through those politics. So needless to say, there is a large color movement in the UK that we really ever see because what they show us in the UK is another fraction. You know what I'm saying? But we have a lot of influence in the UK. I like that. That's why. Now I see why hip hop is so big in these other countries, bro.
Do you want to hear my thing? And this is I honestly believe this, right? I grew up in Birmingham. Birmingham has the highest concentration of Jamaicans in the whole of the UK. So per Jamaican per person, we have the highest concentration, right?
Yes.
To the size of the city. So Jamaican culture runs throughout our city. The way we talk, whether you're black, white, or in between, you will talk with some type of Jamaican. Like nobody says, everybody says my brother.
With some type of patois.
Like, you know how the team's set up. Like we are. It runs thick through our Jamaica and Irish. So anyway, I believe that Jamaican culture is the foundation of hip hop. I think it's the foundation of culture. I think it's the foundation. I think it's the foundation of live performance. I think that small island has modelled and shaped the future. They're the most significant and the most significant and the most influential country in present. That's why I think all this shit is relative. All this shit relates because it comes from the island of Jamaica. That's my thought. Maybe.
No, that's how you look at it. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. Because some people want to sit around and go, no, you know what he's talking about. It started in the middle of the block. It's one thing about culture, right? Going to a Jamaican party is like going to an old school hip hop party. They're just playing West Indian music.
Jamaican and old school chatting is just like hip hop.
It's hip hop. They just screaming they Jamaican. You know what I'm saying? They woo boys. Going to a Jamaican party. They play break beats. They stop. Yo, blood clot. The bedroom. Da, 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 da. Yo, gosh, clot. Yo, suck your mother. Yo, whoa. You know what I'm saying? That's a Jamaican party.
You know what a Claxton is?
Huh?
Claxton is. You know what a Claxton is?
What's that?
You all know what a Claxton is, but nobody knows the word.
Oh, that. Yeah, we know the word. See? All that.
Oh, we call him a dirty horn. Dirty horn.
I'm not Jamaican. I'm not gonna pretend I'm Jamaican, but I grew up.
Yeah. I grew up in the West Indian house. My grandmother's Bahamian. They from the Bahamas. So basically, it's funny as you say, coach. Jamaican dice?
Huh?
You got some West Indian in you? You got some Yo,
you want something funny? I'm straight up American. But check this out. In my neighborhood, when Barry and them came to Schenectady and Sterling, like I said, my whole neighborhood gravitated to the whole gully youth posse, the whole gully man, like Addy Sound and all that. So this is why a lot of people say, even when they say in the doc, they be like, yo, how did he get to be around the Jamaicans? Because I stopped a lot of beef between Americans and Jamaicans because this is some real shit. One of my mans that's in the feds right now told me he respect me as a Jamaican. And I didn't understand what that meant until another Jamaican said to me, he said, what he said to you is, he said, us being from Jamaica, we respect America, but we don't really respect the moods and the politics they go through. But he's trying to tell me the way I move, I would be accepted in Jamaica. So to me, I'm from America, but I swear to God, I'm from Yard. You understand me?
Yeah. Hell yeah, Kelly Chick. Go. And we're actually talking about this topic. How do y'all take the MC Snow?
Who?
MC Snow, the Jamaican, the white Jamaican singer.
Nah, I only know about one. Oh, nah, I ain't fuck with him. When Barry and them was there, they had a Jamaican. I'm tell you about the white Jamaican we knew. It was a guy by the name of Dominique. Oh, he was serious. That nigga was on Schenectady and Sterling. He was out there with Junior Demus, Super Cat. You dig what I'm saying? Major Mockrill. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was serious, bro.
Yeah.
Louis, like I tell people, Louis Rankin used to be on Schenectady and Sterling. Y'all know Louis Rankin from the movie Belly? The one Louis Rankin from Belly that played Lennox?
Yeah, Lennox. Rest in peace,
yeah,
right?
He from Schenectady. Yeah, all right. I ain't gonna get into everything, but like I'm saying to you, bro, ask people, he came up on, when they brought him to America, he came to Schenectady and Sterling, bro. Irene Court, 1367. I ain't even gonna get into everything. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because some people may take things that I say as the truth, made it be offensive. It's not offensive. It's just the error. Like back in the days, I watched Louis Rankin and them niggas smoke crack, not because they was crackheads, because they was rich. See, people don't fail to realize it was a time when crack first came out, a lot of rich niggas was smoking crack with good weed and cigars, calling them woolers.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I done seen some of the toughest of toughest smoke crack, bro.
Yeah.
And niggas won't say nothing about it.
That was their generation until we began to fall. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them began to really slip. And then that's when niggas was like, oh shit, this is crazy.
But now when you see niggas doing that shit, you be like, oh shit, this nigga's a crack. Nah, bro.
Back then,
it ain't what you do, it's how you hold it.
It was that era. Because that was still a rich man situation. You know what I'm saying? They called it a rich man. It was a rich man high. The mailman did it. The local police did it.
Everybody, yeah.
The social worker did it. That was like a big social drug. It was because it was considered a party drug. It's when you see a family get together and they go in the back room, they're sniffing coke, blowing coke, cigarettes, all that crazy shit. That was the era for that before the bottles.
And then Freemason came out, and Richard Pryor, he even made a joke about Richard Pryor said his Oreo cookies in his milk when it blew up. He was talking about cooking crack.
Yeah. Rick James, rest in peace, Rick James.
That's
he had one of the first crack houses in Buffalo. Now he had a house that niggas got high at. They gotta watch it on though. That era, bro. Gotta remember the hip hop wave, the culture, the movement in hip hop was after disco music. So remember the disco scene. That scene still was with that movement. Because in disco, that rich man high, you know what I'm saying? So it just pushed over to the hip hop generation. That's why there's a lot of old school hip hop artists that got stuck in the game.
That's right.
They really stuck before they started rapping. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them dudes had those. They paid $100. Think about it. You're talking about 1983, an 8-ball cost $350.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? To 1983, where 8-ball cost you $70.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
$75 from the Joe Bricker man. Shout out Troy on St. John's and Utica. That's a fact, Z.
The game changed. You know what I'm saying? So now when you think about the game and how hip hop was moving, hip hop was pushing away from the movement wise from disco. So now it's a bunch of young niggas. They were just but then there's a new drug. This party drug leads the club and leads the back room. Remember the back room when Auntie and them get together? And now it's easy accessible. Somebody comes up with a dynamic plan. You don't need ether no more. All you need is baking soda, a Pyrex,
and some heat.
And once they did that, epidemic, that all changed. And that was turning into the golden era of hip hop. Now, the people that was architects of the music was Latinos, Jamaicans, blacks. We have Chuck Chill Out, he from Uptown, Red Alert, Harlem, Marley Marl, Queens, Mr. Magic, Latino, I think from the Bronx or something. So now hip hop is moving.
Can we shout out my favorite DJ of all time?
Yeah.
The God for me. Yeah. The biggest inspiration. I don't know whether you mess with him, but you know Kid Capri.
Yeah, we fuck with
That's
Kid.
a fact.
We fuck with Kid Capri. Yes,
Kid Capri, Ron G. That's a fact.
He's the legend, man. You just paying $20 for his mixtapes.
You know that Kid Capri's mine. Like, I've got
Yo, but let me ask you something. Is you being a DJ, you a DJ, right? Hold on, I gotta get you right now because I want to see if you know your history. I gotta see. Hold on, Z. I gotta get him right now.
Able to do what he did. I won't be able to even base myself and travel the world and come to places. It's man.
Definitely shout out to Kid Capri, man.
Hold on. Do y'all? I'm gonna ask him since he's a DJ. I want to ask you a question, my man, and I'm gonna give you a history question right now. Because shout out to Kid Capri, but I got to shout out to the illest DJ in the world, which is my friend. I'm gonna ask you if you know about a DJ from Albany Projects. His real name is Junior. They call him DJ Scratch.
Ah.
Now let's talk about a DJ.
Dice.
Yes, sir.
From everything you spent me in
Yeah.
I even know what's happening right now. I know about the verses. I know what's happening.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
DJ Scratch.
But Scratch is an animal, though. He's an animal.
He's an alien,
He's
bro. He's an alien. Nobody. Let me tell you something. I watched this
That's
kid.
a better choice of words.
Yeah.
Alien.
He's an alien. I watched him in IS 390.
Yeah.
12 years old.
Exactly.
Cutting with Adidas on my Adidas coming out with the Jason mask. Everybody didn't understand him. There was a DJ competition that was on BET, and he became the #1 DJ. He got my mans from Weeksville Projects, the twins, that was in the movie Dangerous Minds with Mekhi Phifer. No, excuse me, not Mekhi Phifer, Michelle Pfeiffer. The twins is DJs also, but people don't really talk about. That's Jay-Z's DJ right now, DJ Scratch.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to Albany Projects from 205 Albany Projects.
You heard? Shout out to Albany
Shout out Albany Projects. Brooklyn Bred, IS 390, Maggie Lena Walker, Jr. That's him.
That's dope, man. Yo.
This shit's so New York right now.
Yeah. Yeah. It's, Scratch, man. He I seen him at the New York State. Remember, I went to the Empire State, the New York State of Mind tour joint. The first time I was here in St. Louis, man. And yo, Scratch got crazy. Like he was talking to the people.
You saw him on the Versus battle.
Killing
Big Daddy Kane.
Killing him. But it's funny because he been hip hop for so many years. He was EPMD's DJ.
That's a fact.
Remember Sleeping Bag before he got the Def Jam when he was on Sleeping Bag Records.
But you know why Scratch gonna always stay on top? Because Scratch, and I can say this personally because I know him, he never wanted to be a gangster. He never wanted to be no drug dealer. He never wanted to be no troublemaker. He never wanted to be no gossiper. He never wanted to set no snake traps. All he ever wanted to do was play his music.
Yes.
And look how God shined, man. That's all he ever wanted to do, respected by all of us. But respected by all of us in the hood.
All this shit you have to remember as well. He's a craftsman. He's a man of his craft.
Yes.
And he mastered that shit because we 50 now. And he was doing that shit since he was 9.
See? Mastered that shit, bro. Mastered.
And this ain't what I heard. This is what I saw. We used to go watch him turn out parties in St. John's Park when Big Daddy Kane, JC House, and all of them was throwing street drams. Scratch was the DJ. 10 years old.
Hell yeah. Yo, you know what's funny? Is I'm happy he's here because this is when hip hop was weird. Dudes would go to your school not to fight, but to battle. Yo, I'm going to dice. I'm dicing the lunch. Dudes going to people's schools to battle.
That's right. When it was long.
The early stage golden era in hip hop, 1986. Yo, where you going? I'm going to automotive. For what? I gotta go battle in the lunch show. Sneak in. We in front of the school going at it, and we're battling. We're talking about the era of Decepticons. Everything downtown was dangerous. We're talking about when you had all the hustling uptown Harlem. Brooklyn was wild. Dudes just linking up in East New York for battles in front of pink houses. You know what I'm saying?
Before the Smack DVD.
Before the Smack DVD, battling like you know what I'm saying? And these dudes that was battling with stick-up kids or dudes that was hustling would lead a block. Yo, where you going? I'm going to Linden for what? The battle such.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So hip hop really was became a street thing. Like you said, DJ Scratch. DJ Scratch inspired a lot of DJs in Brooklyn.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Remember, he was with EPMD the first album. Remember when 87? I got started chilling all this shit.
And Scratch was like 15, 16.
87? Yeah.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? It's the Simon Real Music Box. The only other DJ that I seen get just as busy as him is
DJ Jazzy Jeff.
He killed it on this. He got
DJ Jazzy Jeff
on the 1 and 2.
Of course. I seen Jazzy Jeff come to my city. You gotta think he's overseas. He's come to my city. He took whoever was in the building on a journey. Like he's overseas. He's not even like he's at home.
Yeah.
He's in a different time zone, still rocking shit out.
Yeah.
You know.
Now that's a battle I would want to see. And if they watching, I would love to see
DJ
Scratch versus Jazzy Jeff.
Facts.
DJ Jazzy Jeff versus DJ Scratch.
That'd be classic. That's classic. That's the need. That.
And I don't know who would take it. And Scratch my man.
Yeah, they both nasty. You know what I'm saying? Yo, when we went to parties, we went to go see the DJ get busy.
That's a fact.
Like we went to a block party, we went to see Tricks and all this. That's what we went for. We went to a party to see the DJ get crazy on the 1 and 2s. Yo, son, go do that mix shit. Yo, blend that shit together. Yo, shout out to Grandmaster Vic. He nice too though, from Queens.
Like, the audio too, raw bass. Everybody came to see the DJs go. It takes two to make it. It takes two. It takes two.
Watch the DJs get crazy.
Yeah.
Do them tricks. Yo, son, do them tricks. Boom, 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 bing, bing, bing. All that played a part to the culture. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if these are hip hop stories you're hearing, dudes are going to block parties because the DJ was way before the rapper. You know what I'm saying? So
don't y'all understand? Don't you understand back in the days, the hottest hip hop album that dropped damn near 1985, 86 was Eric B for President. Rakim was the rapper, but it said Eric B for President.
You know what I'm saying?
You understand?
That's just crazy.
Yeah, Eric B for President. Peace to the gods. You know what I'm saying? And I tell you, man, we just come from. So it's just some history. You know what I'm saying? Some more hip hop. It's just some hip hop history. You know? Like we went to these parties. That's why you had DJs beefing with other DJs. Yo, he can't DJ, can't mix to a point where every DJ, before they get on their set, they start doing their little show, they tricks, bing, 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 go back and forth, Transformers. Okay, he get nice. A lot right. In the early hip hop days. Now you just play the iPod, but back then you had to show some type of technique. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. You had to know how to rock that. Yeah, that's a fact. And you had to make that crowd jump.
Definitely. And I think a lot of times, man, I love having these hip hop conversations because we all learn something from this shit. You know what I'm saying? And just growing up in the culture of it was dope, man. Because we were always together. Across the street, they go to Jamaicans. Across the street, they go to Puerto Ricans. So it's like, imagine all this in one park. The Jamaican, West Indian music. Then they might play some salsa in the middle of the park, in the middle of the jam. Then they playing the shit that we want to listen to. Because actually, we want to go ahead and DJ Scratch. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's right.
The DJ put a show on. He just didn't play records because a lot of the records was disco records. You know what I'm saying? Soul records.
Back in the days. That's right.
Before they started making music geared toward the breakers. Like Lisa and Coach Jam and shit like that.
That's a fact.
How you? Those songs is for people that's gonna spin on their neck. You know what I'm saying? Those are more for the breakers. Before that, we was dancing to Michael Jackson.
That's a fact. I Want to Rock With You, one of my favorite songs by Michael Jackson.
Songs in the comment right now. I know somebody's feeling what you say.
Yeah. Where we come from. Because we went to see the DJ in the break beats, but the most important part about the break beats is that you get to hear the technique, the cutting, the scratching, the back and all this shit. I think the respect for the DJ has been like what Wiz Khalifa did with the DJ. The respect for the DJ. I don't know how people don't respect the DJ. There was a time you couldn't go to the DJ booth and ask for a record to be played.
Preach.
You know
Preach, Zeke.
Huh?
You get beat up walking up to the DJ
yeah,
like that.
The DJ booth. Yo, they don't care who you are. You could be like LL Cool J was in a
This is not about you right now. This is about people.
Yes.
People are trying to party just because you want to hit. And also,
yeah.
if you want to hit the same, it's not going to get played immediately. We need to warm up.
We're gonna build this shit, and you're set. I'm gonna tell you, who's a wicked DJ, Mr. C. That guy, that nigga, he'll DJ for 5 hours. He's nice. But if you go to that DJ booth and ask him to play, like you don't even go, like asking him to spin a record, he just look at you, but he keep 2-3 goons by that booth. Yo, what's up? There's no because the DJ is protected in the club. The guy who carries the records for you is also your security. Yo, listen, because remember, the DJ got to concentrate. He got to find these records. He has to.
That's a fact.
With that record, that game is different. You know what I'm saying?
But this was before the what y'all doing on the radio.
Yeah.
Before that, this was actual vinyl.
Vinyl, yes.
This wasn't computer.
In the records, my man Chris Cool, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying and now that was the enjoyment of it. There was no accident. What? Now hip hop changed. Like think about this. You gotta watch this documentary. It's on Showtime. If you got it in Dubai. It's called Master. It's called The Supreme Team.
Oh my God, classic.
You see him? He's at the
only
party.
3 episodes.
You don't see LL going to the stage going, yo, let me get on the stage and perform with y'all. Nah.
You gotta be nice. It's a fact.
Yeah.
So Zeke, what's the comment saying? Is there any people with a couple questions before we bounce? Or before I don't know what you guys are gonna do.
Yo, are there any more questions? Y'all like, oh, my man, Mr. White Bills. Mr. White Bills asked a question. We take it back. He goes, boom. We get back to he asked a question a second ago. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, Mr. White Bills. Mr. White Bills from Force Project. He's from where Jim Jones is from, the rapper. He goes, when Mr. White Bills, he goes, when did you realize 6ix9ine was in the building, and did 6ix9ine request, or did he just step in my shit?
When I got there, when I was in the club, I was rocking out for about 20 minutes. Can you hear me?
Yes.
And then he told me he was in the building, and I said, okay, I don't mess with him. And he was shocked. And then the manager of the club, who you have to remember, the city that I'm in, this is just somebody that doesn't understand what we are into, our culture. He's more thinking about the beverage side of things. He's thinking, am I selling enough alcohol? Is the night running smooth? He's thinking about. So he came over and said, there's a rapper in the corner, can you play his music? And then I said no, and then that's when I found out he was there. Got you.
So Valenzuela, now he wasn't playing 6ix9ine music, Valenzuela. He didn't play 6ix9ine music. He's the DJ that he had the altercation with in Dubai. So yeah,
wow.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Respect to him, man. So definitely, what would you guys like to leave out with, man? This was dope. We gotta do this again, man. Another a hip hop trilogy. You know what I'm saying? We got about 6ix9ine though. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. We gotta plug them in. We gotta plug our people in from cross seas. You heard? What would you like to leave out with?
I can speak to. The doors have been open for me in a lot of ways, and it's been nice. A lot of people have been having conversations with me behind the scenes because they don't want to give this guy any type of attention. Which initially, I don't click on anything where I see this guy. I don't click on anything. I don't listen to anything. I don't want that shit. I don't know how it work. I don't even say his name, so my phone don't pick it up. I don't know nothing. So I found myself in a very weird situation where I don't really like him. I don't like to talk about him. Still addressing what.
Yes.
I want to finish up with saying, like, I'm not delusional. To like, I know I am hip hop. I know where I'm from, but I don't know where you guys are from. So I appreciate your time.
Yeah.
I appreciate you allowing me to speak, and I appreciate when I speak on the word hip hop. The foundation where it's from, the culture of the music or the culture of the streets. Like I could speak to different outlets.
Yeah.
Through the streets, in my eyes. So I appreciate that. Also, I don't know how to say certain people's names that made this happen. So let me just say thank you to Benghazi, man. Shouts out Benghazi, my guy.
Yes.
That's most importantly. Been doing big things in the sea for many years. So,
Yes.
yeah, I just want to say thank you to you fellas, man, for your time. I appreciate you, man.
Definitely. Salute, brother. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for pulling up, man. It's definitely
Stay solid, my guy. Salute.
People want to pass this along, and now people got to hear your side from from New York. You know what I'm saying? You sit on the stage with some of us niggas out the projects. You know what I'm saying? In private houses and all that. It's definitely salute, man.
If there's anyone from behind the doors, in the UK we say bang your doors, so I've got someone over there in the States right now, one of my closest friends.
Definitely. Somebody named definitely. Shout out to Ray, man. Shout out to Ray from Court C's, man. We here. We all we got, man. The people, hip hop culture. Hip hop culture is worldwide. You know what I'm saying? Definitely.
I hope y'all over there listening to 500,000, man. R.I.P.
Yeah. Get some 500,000 in your playlist, man. R.I.P. Albany Projects, 500,000.
Listen to me. Put that on. Listen to my man albums. This on YouTube, Apple. R.I.P. 500,000, man.
Yeah, R.I.P. 500,000, man.
Died way too early, man.
Definitely. You put you probably put a jewelry behind it, but it'll work. You know what I'm saying? Create your own break beats. That's what dudes do. So with that being said, man, I appreciate you, and we got to do this again, brother. Shout out to my man Ambush. That being said, peace. Definitely, brother. I'm gonna call you right back. That was dope, man. I appreciate you, and I like because you're well versed. You're well versed at these conversations, and when we got the out of town people that's from another country.
That's right.
Remember, his father's educating him about from Biggie Small albums, and he's being educated through another generation, and now we're able to break some of that shit down. A lot of that shit is black shit in his lyrics, right. The culture that we grew up in. Because what happened is we began to allow other people not from our culture to speak about our culture. Like the RoboCop thing, that's dope. That is dope. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? These stories are definitely like classic New York stories, man. You know what I'm saying? Things that really changed the world. Remember, Dice, when we was outside, when we were first growing up, the only time the feds is chasing somebody black if there was revolutionary.
That's a fact. That's a fact. He had nothing to do with no drugs.
They was walking past you if you hustled.
That's right.
Bonds and them began to do too much. And Gerald Carter is the one that said, let's put a face, let's start locking up these African Americans because this guy Nicky Barnes. That's the man who went to war when they came to these African Americans, was Gerald Carter. Because the original war on drugs with Richard Nixon had nothing to do with us. It was with the organized crime, the traditional organized crime. We were looked upon as that.
Yeah, they was looking for them guineas and all that.
Yeah. So now we're talking about the Nicky Barnes era. But the Nicky Barnes era is what came from the hip hop. 77, 78, 79. They wasn't chasing around. Feds wasn't chasing around African American.
That's a fact.
So they had a good, even when they had a good 7-year run before they finally said it 9-3, we're gonna start locking these niggas up.
No, you got to understand this though. Yeah, and this is when crack.
Oh yeah, Blondie was massive. You ever heard of Blondie from East Harlem? He was guns. He used to chase niggas around, boy. This nigga was putting hands on niggas, all chase you.
The sad part about crack was legal to sell.
Remember, basically,
when crack became illegal to sell, if I'm not mistaken, I hope I'm not pronouncing his name right, is when Officer McDonald of Queens.
Officer Burn.
Yeah, when Officer Burn dealing with the situation with Pap and them. You dig what I'm saying? After that situation, it was war on crack dealers. Then they came out with TNT, Tactical Narcotic Task Force.
Remember?
The Rudy Giuliani era. They ran David Dinkins out. They came in with Rudy Giuliani. And shit was crazy. Hop Out Boys. They went crazy.
Hold up, Dace. You remember there was a time when, before they started building more jails, Rikers Island was full to the capacity, certain buildings.
That's right.
TNT sweeps.
That's right.
So they had to start letting dudes out. They were doing sweeps, sweeping the whole block.
Because they had too much motherfucking people. That's right.
Yeah, but then they began to build new cutters and buying more spots. And that was more geared towards the Pataki era.
That's
Cuomo didn't give a fuck. He was letting you out. Cuomo was work release anything.
Cuomo didn't even care. Cuomo didn't care. He was like this. I don't care as long as we're getting money.
Yo, Cuomo, rest in peace of Cuomo.
God bless the dead. The best mayor besides David Dinkins.
Dudes is taking 2 years from bodies. Let me get a 2 to 6. They'd be home in 18 months from work dog. You know what I'm saying? For bodies, homicide.
Fact. But then they started orchestrating a lot of killings. See, back in the days, people fail to realize they wasn't saying that killings were pertaining to crack or drugs.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? Then they started making these crazy ass motherfucking examples out of people, man.
Facts. That's what changed all that, bro. I remember it was like yesterday, bro. It was a good one. From 85, they killed the cop at that TNT shit, but the Fed still wasn't fucking with crack dealers.
That's right.
You still had to that's the Queens thing up, but a lot of that was like Fat Cat, but Fat Cat really wasn't into the crack shit. He was into the dope shit. Preem and them got snatched up. They got caught up, okay, Montana, but they was on a different level. But we talking about, it's like, you're right, like 9-3, 9-4. After they killed that cop, and then they found a place years later, they built more jails. That's when it was mass incarceration. Everybody, now you got a crack sale, that buying bus shit, 1 to 3 to 6, 4 to 12. You know what I'm saying?
Then they came out with that sucker shit. Them niggas was banging niggas on observation sales.
Yeah,
a lot of people don't remember that. They'd come out and record you in the van, making a sale, and they had 72 hours to grab you. That shit is foul, bro.
That's foul. They was doing that shit. Yo, 1 year, I think in Schenectady, this had to be like 1991, 92. They locked up 100 niggas on seal indictments. You know what I'm saying? Seal indictments in Schenectady, New York. This is crazy. This is the 90s. They now in Albany, they tearing niggas up. Sean tearing niggas up with that. Because what they was doing upstate, they was doing the seal indictments. I woke up on you, I buy something, I say your name. Yo, Big Dice.
That's it. That's all they need.
Facts, you know what I'm saying? Debbie, shout out to your brother in the building, man. Big Dice definitely pulled up. Check out his content on St. Laz. He has dope interview with the RoboCop. I guess it's on
go check that out on World Star. Shout out to St. Laz, man.
Shout out to St. Laz.
050 the movement. Shout out to Harlem Legend TV, man. The Wolves in the building, man.
The Wolves in the building. Shout out to 050 the movement. The movement is moving. Definitely everybody's here. You know what I'm saying? Classic New York. The show was DJ Lucasdirty Calls in to clarify what happened in Dubai. 6ix9ine, he's the DJ. He didn't play the music. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So this is dope. He actually shouts my man Ambush. know what I'm saying? A good friend of mine, one of my homies, 20 years. He know he's in Dubai. And he said, yo, would you interview the guy that with the 6ix9ine situation? You know what I'm saying? Because TMZ, they not mentioning him or whatever. They're spinning the narrative. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, nigga, I ain't playing music because I don't play music for dudes that told.
That's a fact.
Simple. They try to flip this shit around. So with that being said, man, I'm happy you graced the platform. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we want dudes to spin around and grace these platforms. You know what I'm saying?
And tell their story.
Shout out to my man Smitty Dollars. You know what I'm saying? Network. It's information. We just learned that hip hop, you can't play certain type of hip hop across in certain new. I thought London. I ain't know. Okay, break it down. Manchester, Birmingham.
Yeah, they got their own rules
London,
out there, bro.
The UK. You know what I'm saying? We know that there's a lot of lions, black lions out there in Jamaica, in Manchester, because they get deported. You know what I'm saying? Child posses and all that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Unique Mecca Audio. Check him out too with his prison stories. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
We gotta do this again, Big Dash. I gotta call you. This is dope. I'm happy you pulled up. You just taught the man something. It was good because you was outside and you're from Brooklyn.
That's a fact.
Right now, he walked away from this with some Brooklyn shit. Like, wow.
That's a fact. Some official Brooklyn shit.
Official Brooklyn shit. Like, yo. You know what I'm saying? So now, he told him something about hip-hop. Yo, we went for the DJ for the cutting and the scratch and shit. Oh, right. Shit. Boom. You know what I'm saying? It's going to make him just be more versed in this. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, man, I appreciate you.
Shout out to the world. Salute.
Shout out to East Harlem. Definitely salute, man. Definitely appreciate everybody that pulled up. That was Lucasdirty. He calls and they clarify what happened in Dubai with 6ix9ine. Not playing his music. I respect it. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, salute to everybody. You want to leave a comment. He just wants to talk to the people, man. With that being said, I appreciate you. Shout out to Wifey, Westside St. Louis, in the building. You know what I'm saying? I'm not being pulled up, man. So definitely with that being said, peace. No, I gotta shout out my side, man. Shout out to whole East Harlem, Rush Mob, Lynch Mob from the East Side, Washington Boys, HCS crew, Wash Mob, Carbon Mob, PC 131 crew, TDK, DEK, TRC crew, G&R crew, TDO crew, FTW, FEB, the LFM from Lehman, Mad Madison Mob, Rush Mob, LCB, LGB, 104th Street crew. You know what I'm saying? 107th Street, Alex Ave, Jeff Mob, Flow Boys, my crew out of Isaacs, my man Mike and Rob Sustack and all that. You know what I'm saying? D57 crew. And you know what I'm saying? Definitely just, just shout out to Foster, FEB. You know what I'm saying? That being said, you know what I'm saying? Just all up. My man Ed Medina. Definitely can't forget about East Army EA, man. You know what I'm saying? So my man Ed Medina, Gary Medina, man Uno, Ari Uno, rest in peace, Razo, my man Wiggs, my man Money One from 131, Charles ACA, definitely feeding the wolves, you know what I'm saying? Just to show my definitely do it, make it happen, you know what I'm saying? Definitely rest in peace to Ant White, rest in peace to Zai, from Wagner. Yeah, we definitely in the building, man. Definitely shout out to the Jeff Mob, you know what I'm saying? We here, my man Chola, one TDT crew and all that, you know what I'm saying, from Wash, my man Crazer. Definitely everything on Lexington Ave, Hilltop, 99 for Lex, East Side, New York. That being said, man, peace.